1992. We do have support or opposition.
Christina Hildebrand from A Voice for Choice Advocacy. I just wanted to say thank you to Department of Social Services, Appropriations, and the Finance Department for meeting with us. We do agree with the analysis that the Finance Department put together and Appropriations. However, one thing that was not noted in that is our concern with the HHS federal funding for CalWorks that comes out of the 10th block grant. The Department of Human Services set up under the Division of Civil Rights a religious and conscientious freedom task force and department, and has basically put out there that any funding that is generated or given through subsidiaries of federal HHS, if it does not have a religious or conscientious belief exemption within the funding, if something is mandated. So in this case, the personal belief exemption has been taken out of this bill or out of this part of the statute, and so that removes any ability to have a religious or conscious exemption to vaccination. So our concern is that the federal funding from HHS, actually the whole of CalWorks funding, is at risk if there is not a religious or conscious exemption included. In our conversations, on another front, in our conversations with DSS, they made it clear that many of the families that are currently being sanctioned, most of the families currently being sanctioned on the vaccine issue, would furthermore be sanctioned if it wasn't for this vaccine issue, that there would be other sanctions that they would fall into. So the real cost of this bill is really not understood by taking out the personal belief exemption and also by creating this other sanction, $50 sanction. So our request is that it either is opposed or that it becomes a study bill so that we can truly understand the impact of this part of the statute, because it isn't currently, it's collected by DSS, but it is not in a format that's accessible. So we ask for you either to oppose or to change it to a study bill. Thank you.
Seeing no other hands go up, Finance?
Finance is opposed to this measure because it results in significant ongoing general fund costs of $5.9 million in 2018-19 and $5.2 million annually thereafter.
Seeing no questions, AB 1992 will go to suspense without objection.